What's up, YouTube? This is Willie Licks, aka Master4999. Gonna do another video review today. Give a couple shout outs, talk about a couple things real quick. Mike835, sorry buddy. I guess his channel, for some reason, he lost his partnership with YouTube. And he has to make a whole new channel. I'll try to put some information about that in the description of this video. You guys can have a link to his new channel. But I mean, he's one of the top guys for G-Shock collecting probably in the world. So definitely support him. He's a really nice guy too. So give a shout out to him, Danny Handsome, T-Sip. T-Sip just made Danny Handsome a sick custom piece with a Danny Handsome backlight that looks like legitimately perfect. 100% like absolute professional quality. T-Sip's really talented. He's also really nice. If you ever cross paths with him, don't be afraid to ask him a question. He's really nice. He'll answer it, and he'll most likely know the answer to it as well. Very knowledgeable guy. Shout out to Danny Handsome, Chavo, Rasta Guns, Adrian, G-Shock Warrior, Chavo, G-Shock Prince. It's everybody, man. If I'm forgetting anyone, forgive me. G-Shock UK seller. He's doing some sick customs as well. Alright, so enough of that. I'm going to get into the piece. And we got our box right here. And let's take a look. Model number GLX6900A-9. Not sure if that's the exact right model number. I think this is 9. I got this watch from Japan a few months ago. I think that model, that sticker on the back of that box is wrong. We'll find out. And here we go. If I can just focus in. Camera doesn't want to. Okay, here we go. And let's take a look what the tag says. See the front of the tag. G-Lide. Yeah, the back of the box is wrong. It's GLX6900A-9DR. I think this said 6900-7DR. Yeah, in Casio, I've said this before in some of my videos, in case you guys don't know, the number after the model number usually is going to be a letter, and then there's going to be another after the letter a number. 9 pretty much always means yellow. 7 pretty much always means white. This being a yellow watch would make sense. Here's the 9. The G-Lide on the front. I'm sure you can get these in America too. I'm sure they have them in America, but if you guys, the G-Shocks that come from Japan have way more specific tags. Like this is just a sticker on the back. This is a generic G-Lide tag, but that's even more specific than it just saying G-Shock. I don't know if you guys ever see on eBay or some watch forums or where there'll be a G-Shock from Japan and it will say, it'll be black and glossy and it will say G-Shock, and then it will actually say the actual model number, and it will then underneath it will say it in like Japanese letters. But just thought that was something to say. Interesting. We'll go through this watch. Get different pillow cushions when you get watches out of these boxes. I've actually had a ton of tins, and then I've had a couple of these boxes. I've been getting more of these boxes lately. I didn't like these at first, but I actually really kind of like these. You got the slot in the back to put your manual. The guy who packed this packs this extremely carefully. You can see he even put, my brain's not working, I forget what this is called. But he even put this kind of cushiony stuff in here to just protect the manual, I guess. Manual for this watch is enormous. This is module 3194, and this is a big manual. So we'll go over this watch. Alright, so my camera might be a little too bright, but I don't know if you can see that. The top where it says G-Shock, that's actually, I wouldn't call it a sky blue. It's almost a little more greenish blue than that, but it's a blue. And then adjust, mode, start, stop, split, reset. These are all green. And then you got this pink circle in here. And then, if you can see, the rim around the inside of the glass, the face, it's blue at the bottom, and then it kind of goes into green up here on the sides, and then goes into yellow at the top. It's pretty cool. And then this is for our moon phase, and the circle's pink. And the one thing I kind of hate about this watch is the red G button. It just looks really out of place. There it is. It looks orange in this light maybe, that it's red. I just don't get why they put a red G there. It doesn't go with anything. I really feel this watch would just look so much better if it had pretty much any other color, but specifically pink, because then it would match with the circle up here, and also it would match where it says Tide Graph in pink up here. Yeah, so you can see it says pink, Tide Graph in pink up there. It says G-Lide in blue, or blue in white right here. And then on the strap, you got this checkered pattern that's, I don't know if it's on the whole series of the 6900 G-Lides, but I have a blue one. I've done a review on it, does it there. If you can see from this camera angle, there's like a slight gloss to the squares running down the strap. I'll give you a couple different shots of this. I don't have my flash on. This watch is just that bright. You can see they're up here too. Certain watches are like more matte than others, if that makes sense. This one is one of the mattest. That's M-A-T-T-E. This watch is just extremely, I mean, you just feel it. You're almost afraid to touch it because you feel like the oils in your fingers and your skin is just gonna like sink into this and like gloss it over. Here's the light. Told you guys before, I'm a really big fan of the GLX6900s as a module over the DW6900s, because you get so much more with your watch. For example, press that button right there and you're in 24-hour mode. You got your Tide Graph up here. Now this watch, well, some people, it doesn't really matter to me, but some people like a watch that says the day of the week and the date in one screen, where they don't have to flip a button. So as you can see here, we got Saturday, SAT, we got 9/1, so that accomplishes that. This is our Tide Graph right here. You can see it's the second one to the right. If we go further, here's our moon phase. There's our tide. So when you hit the mode to get into either tide or moon data, you hit the adjust button and that switches back between tide and moon. We got two stopwatches in this watch. Here's one, here's two. Keep in mind when you got stopwatch going, actually, I guess it doesn't. When you're just on the screen of stopwatch, let me get all the split. How do I reset this thing? Okay. I thought while the stopwatch was running, it was going to tell you the time as well. I guess it doesn't. But when you just get into stopwatch mode, it's still telling you the time. Here's stopwatch 2. It comes with two stopwatches. Then you got your timer. Let's see if the clock still stays in there. Alright, so when the timer's going down, you still got your time, which is cool. Then we got a bunch of alarms on this. We got a snooze. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 5 alarms total. 4 regular ones, 1 snooze. Here's our signal if we want it to beep on the hour. We got our world time. Got this set to LA right now. And then we go back into our home screen. One interesting thing about this has an auto light. So that means that if you do the whole, it's not set right now, but if you do the whole flick up to your face, or 40-degree angle, 45-degree angle, the light's going to turn on. Normally on watches that have that, you just hold down the light button for a few seconds until it says like LT or something. If you see over here on the bottom right, let me focus in. If you look off to the far right, you can see I got a bunch of clothes. I'll do some cleaning. Camera's not wanting to get in focus. There we go. Alright, so if you see where it says A.EL, second to the bottom, that will fill in if you got your auto light on. Normally on watches that have that feature, you hold down the light button for a few seconds, that will pop in. Not on these, which is a little strange. You actually hold down the top right button, and then there you go. See how that's filled in right now? And then if you hold down the bottom right button, I believe that turns on your flash. See how it just blinked twice and then it says flash up top? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Here's the watch. Got the auto EL running. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just comment, rate, subscribe. Once again, I'm probably going to put, or at least try to put a link for Mike 835's new channel. I don't want to butcher the name. I think it's something about, like, I think the name's called I Rock G-Shocks. I'm not, and it's with an X at the end. I'm not exactly sure. But I'll put a link in the description. And please comment, rate, subscribe. Check out my other videos. I'm putting videos out regularly, trying to get my subscribers up. So if any of you guys could help with that, I'd really appreciate it. That's about it. So I will be back soon with another review, another video. But that's about it for right now. Alright.